Hello and welcome to Normal to Formal Podcast, episode number 29. I'm your host, Tia Young. I'm the founder of Tia Young Image and Etiquette. I help my clients learn the soft skills for success through professional development and etiquette training. The topic for today's podcast is my selection for TEDx Speaker. And Happy New Year, everyone. I wanted to make sure I started out the new year 2022 as positive as possible. I've been doing my podcast for about a year and a half now, but I haven't been as consistent as I wanted to be. So I wanted to start the new year off right with the podcast, and I'm super excited that I was selected actually in August to be a TEDx speaker coming up January 29th, so less than a month away. So I'm super excited. And one thing that people ask me is, how did you get selected? So I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey and how I was selected as a TEDx speaker for TEDx Eustis, which is in Florida. Eustis is spelled E-U-S-T-I-S, and that's in Florida. So the first thing that I did, actually a friend of mine asked, was I interested in applying to be a TEDx speaker? And I've always wanted to check that off my bucket list of something to do. So I said, sure. And she said, well, send me a synopsis of what you would want to talk about. So I sent it to her. She said, no, we need more detail. Then I sent it again. And then I was waiting to hear back and never did. And then this last summer, 2021, she let me know that someone will be contacting me that's a TEDx coach. And she said, she emailed me and said, I hear you're interested in applying to be a TEDx speaker. And I said, yes. So she said, okay, this is the application. This is a link to fill out the complete application. And my friend Anissa is the one that initially told me about it. And the way I am contacted with her is I was in a pageant that she's the founder of, the Mrs. and Miss Corporate America and Mrs. Mompreneur. And I won the Miss Mompreneur pageant in 2017. So if anything comes up that she gets emailed about or people mention to her, any of your queens interested in doing such and such. So she would always reach out with different ideas that people ask her about if she had anybody that might be interested. So that's what happened there. So another friend of hers was in one of the TEDx in another city, and she was able to go and enjoy it. And that person was Cecily, and Cecily was in it and wanted to pay it forward. So who does she know that would want to do it? So Cecily can pay it forward, and I want to do the same thing. I want to help someone become a TEDx speaker or even a TED speaker. So that's why I'm really sharing the process. So my connection through the pageant world, Anissa, told me about a TEDx coach that was looking for people to apply in the Eustis TEDx speaker series. So I applied, and I only had 1 week because the deadline was July 31st and it was already July 24th or something like that. So she said, Sabrina, one of the coaches said, complete the application, but don't submit it yet, but send it back to me so I can review it and see if you need to add anything. So she did that. She told me, okay, change this, add this, make sure you add all your social media information from Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube channels, anything where they can get an idea of who I am as a person. They're going to check out everything about you to see if you're a great fit for the speakers that they're going to select. So I sent that information in, my background, pretty much your resume of what you've done over the years, and anything that you have out there on social media, they're going to want to find out. And then why are you the expert at a particular topic or field. They're going to want to know what you want to talk about also. Me being an image and etiquette coach, of course, I wanted to talk about image and etiquette. So that's what I selected to talk about for my TEDx talk. The title of my talk is Etiquette, the Lost Art. And that's going to be my topic. And I've been practicing and getting everything ready. But once I submitted July 30th, the day before the deadline, because the coach said, okay, go ahead and submit what you have. So I submitted it, and they said it'll take maybe a few weeks or to a month to find out. By the end of August, we should know. So by mid to late August, I got a call from the team at TEDx saying that I had been selected. So they called me on the phone and the whole team was there. Congratulations. And of course, I was super, super excited. Oh my God, I've been selected. Oh my gosh. And then it hit me after I got off the phone. Oh my gosh, I'm doing a TEDx talk. So of course, the nervousness and the stress. Okay, I want to make sure I want to do a good job. So it hit me at that time. And then, the ball started rolling. You had to get your script in. What are you going to talk about? Send us the outline. We had to coordinate everything with the team. We were assigned a coach from the team to work with us on our script, make sure everything falls in line. We get it in by the deadline. So we had to have our talk completed, the script completed 2 months before the date of the actual talk. And then you start memorizing. Memorize every day from the beginning all the way to the end. You got to memorize that whole speech. And the maximum time that you have, they want us to do between 12 and 14 minutes. Most TEDx, you can go up to 18, but they don't want you to get that high in numbers for the amount of time. So 12 to 14 is the sweet spot. So my talk is around 14 minutes right now. So I have to figure out how to get it maybe to 13 or not hit 14. So I've been practicing with my coach, and I actually we've been doing Zoom sessions, practicing the speech, and they've been giving me information on what to improve, what to take out, what to leave in. And then also I also hired an outside coach outside of the TEDx team to help me along as well, speaking coach for keynotes and that kind of thing. But they specialize also in TEDx speeches. So I've been working with 2 coaches with that and all of the team members for the Eustis TEDx and just trying to do my best. And I'm doing pretty good. I've been meeting a little more frequently now with them to make sure I have everything that I need and everything's going smoothly. Hand movements and intonations and body movement. It's just so much to think about. And now I'm worried about what am I going to wear? What color looks best on me? And the makeup, the hair, shoes, everything now is coming into play. But that's the process for me. And I'm super, super excited because once it's recorded live on January 29th, it's 13 speakers. It was 14 and now they're saying 13 speakers, 2 performers that day. And we're going to all be recorded. The great part is it's a recording. So if we mess up in any way, if we need to retake any part of the speech or the whole speech, they'll let us do that. And then by the time it hits YouTube, it'll be all cleaned up, right? And everything looks perfect. Only the audience that's there in person gets to see kind of the bloopers of everything that happened that day. But the YouTube audience will be able to see it, the global audience. So that's very, very exciting. So I just want to make sure I do my very best. So I wanted to share with you all my process and how I was selected and want to pay it forward to anyone that would love to do a TEDx talk this year in 2022. I just want to help anyone that I can be successful. If I've done it and I can help you be successful in it, I want to do that as well. And for this podcast, I also told myself, you don't have to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes. Just do it, because I've been putting off doing podcasts as regularly as I want to. I want to do them weekly. So that's my goal this year, to do them weekly. I started out doing them weekly and then I fell off and started doing them every month. And then now I haven't done one since it's been several months. So Every week I'm going to try to come on. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to just be me talking or rambling, not really rambling, but talking about whatever comes to mind, what's in the news, etiquette wise. But this week I wanted to share my experience so far with the TEDx. It's coming up in a few weeks, January 29th, and I'm so excited. And then I also wanted to kind of just get out there, be myself, be transparent. Don't be worried about being perfect all the time. On the outside, of course, as an etiquette coach, I always want to show up as my very best, but I want to be realistic as well also. So focusing on being better, not perfect, being transparent, being human, all those things are my goal for 2022. So if you have any questions for me about my experiences of TEDx, and if you're interested in doing a TEDx talk in your city, I'll share with you the other ways, because you have the TED Talk and then you have TEDx, which are independently owned throughout the country, world actually. And you just have to find whatever's close to you, or if you just want to fly to a city that's having a talk, but you have to apply for whatever talk there is. I didn't pay any money out of pockets. I've heard that people actually pay money to do TED Talks. I didn't pay anything. I just applied online. So I'm not sure which ones that they actually ask you to pay for. So paying it forward. Let me know if you're interested, and I will do my best to help you get on the TEDx stage also. So I would love for you to either attend in person in Eustis, Florida, January 29th, 2022, or support me with the YouTube. It's called Etiquette, the Lost Art. My name is Tia Young, and I would love to get 1 million views or more. If you don't ask, you won't get. So I want to get more than 1 million views, and I want to be my very best as I do my talk. So thank you so much for listening to Normal to Formal Podcast today. I'm back. It's 2022, and I'm going to be here for you, even if it's not perfect. Thank you. And you can follow me at Mrs. Tia Young or Mrs. Manners on LinkedIn. I can also be found on my website, tiayoungimage.com. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.